blink, 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 blink,
Up, down, beating down, falling so hard, I'm going down. Cool games, making me sweat, trying so hard, no I haven't won yet. I can't paint, I can't game, only thing to do is just to stay the same. I can't sing, I don't care. Yes, I'm amazing, but please don't you faint. Hello Kitty sitting on the bed, Noodle sleeping tight or barking away. I've got booze under my desk, all I have to do is just drink when I lose. Can't paint, I can't game, only thing to do is just to stay the same. I can't sing, I don't care. Yes, I'm amazing, don't you faint? See, I'm already going forward again. Yes, I'll always take a stand. The stream goes on, the level goes down. But baby, don't you worry because I don't frown. I laugh so hard, it makes me snort. I never thought this stupid joke would crack me up. I can't paint, I can't game, only thing to do is just to stay the same. I can't sing, I don't care. Yes, I'm amazing, don't you faint? All those little jokes all the time, nothing truly bad, no it's alright. Having a blast with some friends. No, I can't paint, I can't game, only thing to do is just to stay the same. No, I can't sing, I don't care. Yes, I'm amazing, but please don't you faint. No, I can't paint. No, I can't game.
It's so much fun.
Hello, hey Classic, good to see you, welcome in. Hey Blazing Dragon, how you doing? I am fine, thank you. You're doing good? Nice, I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. We are going to continue with the visual novel that we played on Tuesday. I need to do 1.5 more episodes. So I think we should be able to finish that up today. It kind of depends on how long the episodes but I think we should be able to squeeze that in. And then we finish the story for like the first time. Then we still have like 130 more achievements to go. But they all require like certain choices and stuff, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But for like the first playthrough of the story, at least that we will have done. We are gonna jump in like the middle of an episode. If I remember correctly, I left it off at the point where we are gonna go ghost hunting in somebody's house. Hey Dennis, welcome in. Good to see you. How you doing? I was just about to start with the episode. Kind of like the story is about me and my cousin kind of like connecting for the first time because her mom died. So I came over for the funeral, but something really weird is going on. Like, they did it's great, isn't it? But something weird is going on, and somebody died with like ditchlings in the forest, and something weird in a mine, and now we're gonna go ghost hunting. It's like the gist of it. Alright. Let me know if the sounds or whatever are too loud or if they are okay. Alright. You find yourself in front of what must be Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. That's okay. Good luck juggling. Don't let things fall. Mrs. PC is on, and I keep hearing things.
Are you not entertained?
It's kind of annoying, so I'm gonna turn that off real quick. I'll try. Okay. That's all you can do. Hey Raz, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're still sick. Yeah, I get the feeling of feeling meh. Fortunately, that's part of it. Oh wait, this one I can close off. We're not playing Booty Farm at the moment. Alright. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Might be a possibility, yeah. I should check that out if I were you. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time. Oh, right! First we had dinner with somebody. And after dinner we're gonna go ghost hunting. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late, the door swings open. You look kinda anorexic. Sick. Hey. Reese. Oh my god, dude. It's been ages. You must be a boy, right? Stella texted me you were coming. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grips as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella. You brought another guest and the dog. Great. You seem like a fun mom. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. I think I know. Gretchen doesn't like Dr. Kelly. I mean, neither do I. Hey, Retribution, good to see you. How you doing? Welcome in. The dog stays outside, but it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the EC and leave her some treats. You know, I always have some of those Easy Chew Dog jerky stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Hey V, thank you for the bits. Sorry, it didn't work this time. Yesterday it might have. Or it did. I don't know. I think at a certain point it did. How you doing? How's your Saturday? Alex, hi. Good to see you. How you doing? Welcome in. I'm fine, thank you. V, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Saturday and Friday are my evening streams. Because, like, it's the weekend and then Keelan isn't at school and I rather spend time with my son than I am here, so. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously stuck Stella away towards her van. Dr. Kelly quietly eyes you while the three of you wait. I'm going for my tea. I may come back, or if not, I'll be lurking. I will see you later. No problem. Enjoy your tea. And thank you for the lurk.
Oh no.
I trust dogs. Why doesn't Gretchen like you, Reese? I don't think... I'm not sure if it's Reese. I kind of thought it was Dr. Kelly, but... That lurk was loud. Didn't change a thing. So, either it's always loud... or something I'm not aware of changed again, like last time when everything suddenly became loud. It might be, I don't know. Because it's not that extremely loud for me, so. Know who you are. Now come on in. Let's get this over with. You're a fantastic host. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile. Uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. I mean, it's complete opposite of the mansion you're living in, because that one is just falling apart. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wander into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? Sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen? Jesus Christ. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. You are just lovely, aren't you? Yeah. Was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. Still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioned eyebrow. You just sneezed and your TV turned on? Are you sitting on the remote? Or is it voice activating? Oh. Ghosts. In a bit we are gonna go ghost hunting, so maybe there are some like tips and tricks you can pick up on. Don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen. I don't care what you get up to. With the fancy sneeze activated tech show up, right? He's so far ahead of us. Ross living in 2050. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. I'll take Shumo. You make your way towards the basement stairs. You have a certain style. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined in his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourself comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Do you need us to sneak you out of here? This place feels like a prison. Too many options. Oh. Oh yeah, right. Fortunately, the prison we're dealing with here is my body, not my room. Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Company is plenty. It's nice to have living people down here for a change. Living people? You know, we'd visit more if your mom let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? She said we couldn't even talk to you. It's a little controlling. Came by yesterday? She didn't tell me. But I was probably asleep, that's all. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them, and she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, felt weird. I don't know, my body's pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so... Are you sure your mom isn't the issue? Because I've heard plenty of times that there are a lot of people making their child sick on purpose. And if it's for good reason, if I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up, so she has to regulate my food. X to doubt. Yeah. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? No, exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches, like there are worms crawling underneath it. Ugh. I could live for a long time or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else. And I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese. I may be goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. What's your diagnosis? I don't mind, though. The answer is very illuminating. It's not one particular thing, but a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it is just weird, like this. You have very long nails. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. Oh. Hyperelasticity, kinda cool, right? Does that not hurt? Nope. Feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Okay, art. Slap these bad boys in a mug. You could make a buck or two. Yeah. You might. That's what I've been telling him. If you posted these online somewhere, you could get big, man. I think I'll keep them to myself until I die. You know how it is with dead artists. Their art sells for way more. I hope the doc or whoever winds up inheriting my work makes millions of it. Whoever winds up with your work, like, you can decide, right? You can make a will. I'd be able to rest easy knowing somebody had retroactively given my life value. Or you could sell them while alive and enjoy the fruits of your labor while you still exist. Yeah. Sounds complicated. I'd rather just spend my time painting, leave the hard work to someone else. Let me think. Have you heard of Shai no Chi, Death Blood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. I wonder, is this a real movie? I'm gonna Google. It is. Or is it the game? At least it gives me something. I think it sends to another visual novel. Is that from the same developers? Right. No, it's not. Maybe this is just like their little inspiration to make this visual novel. Huh, interesting. I mean, me neither, that's why I was curious. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Emma would usually be down for that, but we've got to head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd go bust his place. He'd apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. Yeah, let's make him feel better. Definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night. Same goes for Iboya. Should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. Alright. Well, there's $5 you're never gonna see again. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi Goose, how you doing? Welcome in. Those are quite some more months. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay. Since she mentioned the ghost hunting, I can ask if you want to come with us. Alright, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. It would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera still. I want to see everything that happens. You're getting ready for these storms? Oh, is there a bad one coming up? Going to do a little shower and hopefully feel a bit better. Be back in a small bit. No problem. Good luck and enjoy your shower. Okay. Let's do this and then that one. Good lines running through. Oh, okay. Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12, not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all get along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends our own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay. She was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here. Though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it though. Still don't entirely know what happened there. Oh, she told me all about what you guys have found out there. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here. I'm sick, you know that. I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to. I mean, she's so mean. I kind of feel like she's deliberately keeping people away from you so that it doesn't... Because normally you'd be glad if people come to visit your kid, right? When they are sick. There's nothing to apologize for, so I appreciate the effort, really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That day's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've seen? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Yeah, that's what they look like. That's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. But that doesn't mean that you've been lurking around here, though. They've been lurking around. I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. I agree to disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. I think the town is doomed. I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have lots of perspective on what it's like out there. I could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the dog didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. You know, the guy who's been following a bear around being all ominous. Oh yeah, that's Slasher Creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look for all our sakes. And I don't really... I mean, I could ask, but I don't really think it matters. She was always so distant and mean, I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. Alright. Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? Almost on cue, Risa's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. I don't know why lying is like a street smart thing. Just... Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different older house, but more than that, you feel something radiating from behind it. Something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Open the door, open the door, open the door, open the door, open the door. Oh god. Well, I guess I have to open the door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand. Your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well, just cleaning the doorknob. There's something compelling about this door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. Return to the door. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. Do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. It was like the same feeling we had when we were in the mine. Dinner was already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talk active, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother presses on the chair next to him. Dr. Kelly's eyes all over you with a sharp, fierce glaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Given her protectiveness towards Reese, you find it odd that she's seated between the two of you rather than the other way. It's almost as though she's guarded, but not only towards you and Stella and Kanika, but towards her son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. Didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. Noted. But she won't do anything about it. Her son will remain in the dark. Yeah, I don't like Dr. Kelly. See? I don't know if this is a good idea if I say this, but this was exactly the feeling I'm getting too. Shall we just be like, fuck it, and ruin dinner? Kinda wanna see her reaction. But I don't know if I pick this, if this is gonna make things worse, or she just ends up killing her son. Start with small talk. Thanks for putting this together. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. It reminded me of what it used to be like when these two would come over. Hungry teenagers eating me out of house and home. Should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through. Honestly, it was like I was running a restaurant, not the doctor's office. Or Stella and Kanika like as kids. Noisy and messy, like all kids. Suddenly a wistful look in her eye, like she's glimpsing back at some brighter time in her life. Kanika softens too, her shoulders lowering from their defensive place by her ears. And they always had those little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues, whatever it was that had captured their imaginations that week. A glimmer of joy at the corner of her eyes fades, or a glower returns to its place. So like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh god, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think the dog could Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very skeptical to what I saw in media. I'm very sad about that squirrel. Hey, old prophet. Good to see you. How you doing? Welcome in. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. Nice to meet you too. I hope you are having a good Saturday. That's a weird thing to say, and obviously that is not gonna be a good thing. How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I'd known her a lot better if your family didn't seem to be so afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. Thank you. And I'm glad that you were having a good Saturday. Me too. No wonder everyone but that old Edward Dean died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor's visits. Wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play. It's much better to catch those things early. Okay. About race. I don't know what this... I mean, yeah. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. Do you think Reese might feel better if he got to see people more often? No. Who are you to decide? I'm his doctor and his mother. You are someone who met him for the first time less than half an hour ago. One of us is a little more qualified to make decisions about his life. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I mean, as okay as I usually do, so still kind of shitty. But I don't think having people over has been as rough on my health as you thought it might be. It's been really nice. Hear that? Reese can hang out with friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can even come ghost hunting with. Oh, jeez. Kanika, what was that for? Don't push it, Stella. Just say that next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly, we're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They're not arbitrary. These rules are in place for good reason. Tell me how great you feel in an hour when the exhaustion catches up to you, Reese. You'll be knocked out all evening and regretting every minute of this, let me assure you. As if I would regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens, it was worth it. Dr. Kelly's eyes briefly nervously glanced towards her son before flitting back to a position of annoyance. You can't help but feel like you went beyond compassionate worry to be genuine fear. Alright, okay. Genuine fear. Now I want to say this. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. It turns out the mom has been poisoning her kid for 18 years. The table goes quiet. Oh yeah, I think I saw that one too. Wild stuff. Is that so? The silence returns. Second feel drawn out like minutes. You can feel the tension at the table start to rise. I was expecting a little more reaction from that. Have there been any strange illnesses spreading around town? Well, no. Are you sure you haven't met with any minors who had unusual symptoms? Anyone who seemed sort of drippy or strangely ominous when they talked? Sorry to pry, just doing my due diligence. Absolutely not. I've barely seen so much as a runny nose, which is a good thing. If you're so concerned about the mind, why don't you just have Iboya ask Tabitha? I have no interest in violating HIPAA for your weird little investigation into nothing. Okay, oh, I thought maybe something in here was about Tabitha, but no. Then I want to ask about Sam Wayne. Takes a moment to think. No, it doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following Iboya around. Super mysterious guy. We have reason to believe he might have caught some kind of weird illness at the mines. He definitely looks like he could use medical help. So please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there is someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. I mean, police is not doing shit here, so... Body? I was under the impression he was just missing. No. Duke, he definitely died. Saw the footage. And I saw it for myself in person. So did Iboya. He's not missing. How the hell did that happen? Stella said it was those things in the woods. The ditchlings? They made him misfire. Ditchlings. Ah, I see. This was for one of your videos, huh? Wait, she should know better than to lend any credence to Stella's little cryptozoology stories. I don't doubt that something happened to him, but I'm sure there were no little ghouls involved. I've seen them, Mom. outside my window at night. They're real. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a kid. I might be sick, but I'm still capable of reason, okay? Are you sure they aren't just raccoons, or... Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation, and the more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. Okay, well then we're gonna remain in silence. Quietly picking at store-bought spaghetti and dinner rolls. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Iboya is still in town? We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. Sure, it'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sakes. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it! I knew it! I knew this would be too much. Everyone, get out of my house, please. Just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All of it does is hurt him more. We can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I don't think he needs you. I still think you're the reason why he's sick. I know you care about him. I know that. And he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave. Please. Don't think I don't know something's up here. Yeah. It's those damn pills. Shall we just make that known? I don't know. I think that might still be too much. Just apologize. Maybe we are able to get behind the door. We'll be back, Reese. Hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your face as the click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. A lock? Do you really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? If she is, I swear to God, she wouldn't. That's just too horrible. Who could do something like that to their own child, and for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. Seems far-fetched, and it's definitely weird, but I don't think we can rule it out. Afraid of Reese? Oh. Maybe she has to contain him by making him sick, because he's something else. Forest how? It was like something was making me go there. Was it like that carving pit last night? Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly the way it was.
Follow the eyebrow, follow the eyebrow. Follow the eyebrow, follow the eyebrow.
No, thank you so much for the follow, old prophets. I appreciate that. No, that's totally okay. Good luck. Good luck with gaming. Old prophets. The thing that I have just done is that I have written down your follow in my stream happenings book of 2025. That means that it is now official and there's no turning back. So welcome to the family. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. Yeah, I guess we're kind of similar. What if there was another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if I'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am! Maybe tomorrow. I'm not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe. She never turned her back towards him. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all what's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. Can't imagine what's that like for both of them to go through. Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she'd have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think we're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if she run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quiet building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through a mental list of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you'd make it to the end. Or are you kidding? If anyone has final girl energy, it's Stella or Kanika. Before you enter, a pair of figures in the nearby bush catch your eye. You can't help but feel that with every passing day, the ditchlings grow bolder. They might. Just as its exterior was intimidating, in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Oh. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh. You can't yell in the library, it's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before the 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, it just means we have more time to ghost hunt. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights. Somebody played Phasmo. For everybody, in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they are toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Oh, it's a lot of ghost stuff. Something was last minute. Do you just have the stuff ready to go in the bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything all day. This way we can go in late and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that not for lack of trying, and after last night I'm more than ready to try again. I mean, murder? I don't think I've seen them, but like, it was a feeling. Don't know if that counts. That's concerning. Are we sure it's safe to be around them? If Sybil's right, we're only going to see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. Yeah, this whole town is one big supernatural death trap. I swear it's not usually like this. It's a really nice place to visit most of the time, just not this week apparently. Yeah, you can tell from all the shuttered storefronts and jaded residents. Maybe this place has been a metaphorical death trap for a long time, and it's decided to be a little more obvious about it right now. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without saying no way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. Saying, glad you can make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now, let's go mess with some ghosts. Hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and... That's everyone. Wait, what about Tabby? What about her? She's not here. Let's get started. Guess she can catch up to us when she gets here. The Lophiel are itching to get started. It's through the back. Follow me. I'm not entirely sure how to sit, if you've noticed. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey. You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you? Rosalina, I thought you were at Alexa's place. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing. Hi, Zane. What's up? Oh. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost or whatever it is that is keeping us out of our house. I don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. I mean, Zane's coming. It's not like tonight is an adults-only event. Yeah. She's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. Alexis and I can handle this. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Not entirely sure if Alexis can handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. You'll cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the wall and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Aside from the painting on the floor, this living room feels too normal, too human to be haunted. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. Don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. Oh. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. It's just down the hall. Oh. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. What's that? Seems I made it just in time. Let's get this show on the road. I don't have all night. Tabby! Great, she's here. Oh boy, I really brought the whole gang together today. I have every right to be here. My family built this place, you know? Yeah, I know, we all know. Hey boy, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? She's my cousin. She just wants to make sure I don't get hurt. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking out for my cousin. If y'all are going to drag Iboya into dangerous situations every night, you'll have to deal with having a chaperone, got it? Okay, sure. The mine was definitely dangerous, but a haunted house? Come on, this is one of the least dangerous things someone can do. It's basically a slumber party. Not entirely true, but I guess it also depends on what sort of ghosts you have. Ugh. Maybe sit forward. Don't know, Kanika. I usually don't see much action out in the woods, and you know Iboya and I both round up in a pretty hairy situation Monday night. I don't think we can rule out the possibility of grave danger. Exactly, I'm not underestimating how much danger Iboya can find herself in even while walking through a perfectly normal house. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I wonder if the ghosts will even show with this many people around. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? Sure does. Definitely feel that. Temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Oh, a genuine cold spot. Gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? Yeah. I've only seen the stain. That made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Alright gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Yeah, that's true. But just like in horror movies, fucking never split up. Yeah, okay. You don't have to rush there. I'm sure we can deal with it from out here, right? Are you actually scared or something? You're an adult with a child. Grow up. Shut it, Tabitha. No one wants your opinion. Stella, I've been meaning to ask you, do you actually know how to get rid of ghosts? How exactly are we going to get rid of it if we find one? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worst comes to worst, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't your Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? Yeah, there are rules. You have to do it right. And you have to, like, close it. If you don't properly say goodbye, like, that connection stays open or you're gonna have problems. Ouija boards are toys. The only power they have is scaring kids at slumber parties. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Whoa, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. The ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. That feeling again, like the mines, like the door to the clinic, a dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Well, this is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. It's gonna be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know how about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I mean, that's a good point. Your house is literally falling apart. I don't see how that's relevant. No, it really is though. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Your equipment is wrong. This thing is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Sorry. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Let's get scientific about this. If you've scrubbed the stain out a bunch, maybe it's part of a summoning ritual? I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean carpet, Tabitha. It really depends on the stain, or on the carpet, that you might need to use some bleach. Maybe there's something underneath the carpet. If you tried pulling it off. Oh, stop clicking the wrong button. Whatever. How was I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Yeah. In a house owned by the government? Nope, I'm not messing up their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying the property. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaking pipe under the floor? Yeah. I hate to agree with Tabitha on anything, but some kind of structural damage does seem likely. Tearing up the carpet doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Plus, there might be something written under there, in blood. Only one way to be sure. Oh, she just does it. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. Oh. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. There's a broken seal around the edges. Whoever carpeted over the hatch didn't want anyone going down there. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. There's a broken seal around the edges. Someone didn't want us down there. Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has gotta be long gone, right? There's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. Oh look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. Alright. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Yeah, I know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red as dirt. It's as simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Well, you tested it wrong. Can't be blood, right? Kanika's right, you've got a muddy floor. And that's why it's cold in here too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, we solved your ghost problem. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tries to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room and I need to know what's down there. If you consider it, they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe. Oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous scurvis? I don't know. I'm going for it. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. Makes you feel claustrophobic as though you're in a coffin. Each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Yes, fainting some kind of weird family thing? Not that I'm aware of, nothing like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness was festering in that basement. Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must just be misremembering things. Let's go. No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door there. Clearly, whatever was in that basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of that door. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door. Oh. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Tyler, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance. You see that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? How's the game going? We went ghost hunting. And we found a hedge under the carpet in the child's room. And then me and my cousin, Tabitha, passed out or something. And now we don't know where we are or what's happening or where all the other people are. Creature behind the thorns. I mean, that's the same creature, right? Pinch Tabitha to see if you're dreaming. Ow, hey, what was that for? You suddenly remember you're supposed to pinch yourself to see if you're dreaming. Tabitha glares at you. There's gotta be an exit somewhere, we just have to look. Wait, do you hear music? Shower did help against my headache, yet now my stomach is upset. Ah, it moved. It moved location. Do you hear music? Oh! Movement steers as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Stella? Ooh. Where are you? What are you doing on my property? Huh? You echo Tabitha's sentiment. Stella, it's us. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardine. Grandma? Wasn't that Grandma? Yeah. Great grandmother. That encouraged her. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what father might do. I wouldn't want to cross father. I shall be away at once. Okay, what is this? Some kind of scene? Oh, great job. You got me. You can stop now. Flash of pain in Stella's eyes tells you that she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She's in agony. Can't. It's just not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up, shut up! This is getting old real fast. Let's just try to find an exit or something. I've had enough. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here, Stella, I promise. Ooh! She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. It's taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. Yeah, I have to go after Stella. Absolutely not. We're not being drawn deeper into the weird garden, greenhouse, whatever it is. She yanks your arm, pulling you back the way you came. Where did the annex go? Yeah, maybe we just got turned around. So if you're turned around, you'll need to be met with the same door. Oh no. I guess we're going through the door. Reach for the doorknob. Bells ring as a cacophony rage outside the door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Are you kidding me? This is messed up, we need help. God, please let this call go through. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... what? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me! Can't you hear what I'm... Cousin is cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great, she couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. Oh. Junior. Junior, pack your things quickly. Hurry. Jesus, Rosalina, you scared the shit out of me. Maybe you should run him out on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. Your kid should have just stayed in the library. Charlie and now Junior? Oh. Super painful to me, but who knows? They might not even be alive anymore. Guess that's reassuring. Stella is just in unimaginable, agonizing pain. Good to know. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. The old collapse in the Shaw mine where we were last night. I shouldn't have to put this together for you. Now listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? I'm not entirely sure what's the best approach here. Stuff that happened a century ago is irrelevant. You and I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, I think the ghost might feel differently. Now then, the ghost needs to let go and move on to whenever it is ghosts go when they're done being so pissed off. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Choosing not to think about it. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Lexus and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. What did you call on the phone earlier? Yeah, I kind of want to know that too. Friend of the family, not that it matters though, the call didn't go through, so we're on our own. Right, let's put our heads together. What do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we're not possessed, at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room at least happened right after the Shawn mine collapse in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. Lichlings, you mean those little gross creatures lurking around? Yeah, there really are a lot of them. Okay. You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. You're outside and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively, their calls unnaturally thinny. Everything feels wrapped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Ugh, what magic word do we have to say to get to you to let us go? We're sorry, okay? Whatever our family did to piss you off so much, we're sorry. You poor dear, I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edgerline, haven't you? Why can't this ghost be a little more obvious? Come on, use name tags or something. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your street card is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts, just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? More to this haunting than just a collapse, yeah, but also these two. I don't think I want to know so much about some fling my great-grandmother had. This is definitely too much information. It really has nothing to do with me. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. I think this is really loud. Oh, that's safe. It's enough. Even if you attract her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were happy ever again. Is it enough, or is this supposed to be enough, and is it just an enormous typo? Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Our great-great-grandfather, he was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. Besides that, I don't actually know much about the man. Gotta give credit for all the reading. Last time I got that in a game, it made me tired of it so fast. Right now, it's still pretty okay, but when I played this on, what was it? Like Monday or so? I definitely started to feel it in my throat and my voice was giving out. It has 5 episodes. We are currently in 4. We talked about this. Assuming this ghost is Charlie, its parents were driven out of town after the Sean mine collapsed in 1980. The powers at work here are stronger than ever your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here, then you can both go free. No more misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else, bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tab of the size. Okay, let's find a way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end. Or until we die, whichever. Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of the saccharine of stomach churning scent of decay. Oh. There you are. Would have found you sooner, but Resonant clearly doesn't want me here. Oh. Doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Talk. Hey, stop at this X. Stop asking it questions. Just stop interacting with the thing at all, okay? It's so cold, Tabitha, after everything we've been through, to have you treat me like a stranger? Shut up! What an unfortunate situation you've dragged into, Iboya. I don't think that girl is any good for you, Stella. Was that her name? Seems she's skilled at finding trouble. Maybe I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out of here alive. What? Hey, Iceman! Good to see you. How you doing? Welcome in. Bolts for the underbrush desperately pulling you along. Stella. So Wayne is connected to the ditchlings. You either know something about Wayne that I don't, or you have a pretty interesting coping mechanism. There's too many options and I cannot pick all of them. Don't know anything about that and I don't care to find out, but if it gets you to stop engaging him in conversation, then sure, he's connected to the ditchlings and he's super evil and bad, and talking to him will curse you. Happy Saturday! How are you doing? Are you having a good weekend so far? Or whatever it is those things are supposed to do. The two of you step out from the brush. Isn't it supposed to be bush? I don't know. And into a long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. All good? I'm glad to hear that. I'm fine, thank you. The week is going well. Mine has been going good too. We went to town. We got cheese. And I took a nap. Now we're here. Sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So Oscar's Charles Sr. Yeah. Charles Shaw Sr. You should probably know about him by now. Everyone in Scarlet Hollow knows about him. But they don't know about his son. No, they don't. This is honestly the first I'm hearing about the guy. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but the damned snake Enoch went behind my back. It's going good. We are in a very weird, interesting place right now. It's a visual novel. about me and Tabitha, my cousin. Her mom, so my aunt, died. And I came to town for the funeral. I met some people. Weird shit started happening. Now we went ghost hunting. We found a hatch. And then we came in, I don't know, fucking purgatory or something. And we're getting some sort of like history lesson about our family. And I think, like, apparently, like, I don't know, but it's getting weird. It's Charles Sean's fault. That's just a fact. So the fact, or is that just what you've been told? Yeah. It's in the history books. It's a fact. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name's cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. It's my only request, Charlie. Go back there, tell people the truth, try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. So confused. Yes, I am. Don't even bother listening then. I don't care what this ghost is trying to tell us. All these people are dead and buried, and their actions have gone with them. Damn it, boy. I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back. And at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. No. He watches Oscar's body, seizes and falls through the sheets, taking a rattling pile of bottles with him. Ghost is so full of it. Carson steps towards and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow. Alright. Stella's back. You and your cousin find yourself crouched under the large table. Stella stares through you as in the peril murmurs and shuffles. Feet echo from the end of the table. I think I'm going to be sick. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. You've got to the near the end, right? That music is the same song that started playing instead of first show up. Think you're right. What a creepy scene to end things on. I can't believe that ghost is making Stella humiliate herself like this by doing a baby voice. It's embarrassing. Try to keep it away from my brother so they don't smash it. So I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices, you know. You could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Sure does. Traveling show. You want me there too? Oh, we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. You can see the tiniest shimmer of tears in Tabitha's eyes. She blinks and they're gone. There. Are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in another word. Poor Gretchen. A single spotlight remains immediately at the trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. Must be. Which one of us is going to open it? Just open the trapdoor. Creaks open all on its own. God, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. Took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. Oh, she is not having that. We can be happy together. Eddie? Oh. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. Did you see the tear running down her cheek at the end? She was conflicted. Yeah. I didn't, but that's a good point. This whole thing isn't very fair, you know? We only saw one side of the story. Shut up. Oh God. We're in court. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? You talking to us? That was the one you want. I hadn't even stepped foot in this town before a couple days ago. Don't answer it. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. No, it's absolutely not fair. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us has anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must be for fight. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit. What happens if you refuse? Then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I owned. You will live a shorter life and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter would my life be? You aren't seriously entertaining this thing, are you? That isn't for you to know. Just as it wasn't for me to know. One day sooner than you'd like, you will die. Hope it didn't come too late. Hey, Sybil. What the hell? Mom? All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others, they're safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it was definitely not easy getting down here. Oh, so it did get through? Huh. I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. Why is that our problem? It wasn't something, doesn't it? Wait, it wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who's actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. You should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. Ooh. Yeah. Neither of us are compromising with this thing. Now you can get us out of here? But are you sure you want to leave this business unfinished? Absolutely, it's not our problem. If you think it's the best course of action, yes, I can get you out. It's only a question of seeing through the illusion. You're in a basement, even if all of your senses are telling you otherwise. Try closing your eyes and remember where you are. You do as she says, closing your eyes. Suddenly the sounds and tactile sensations of the spirit realm feel more distant, as though you've partially awoken from a terrible dream. Good, now feel the stairs. You fumble in the darkness, grasping the air in front of you. Your palm meets wood with a solid thunk. It's a staircase. You can feel it under your hands. I found it. You begin your ascent. Good work. You're doing great. You place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes, seeing what feels like a superposition of the real and the fake. Don't let it trick you again. Its powers are already struggling to maintain their grip on you. You continue. You feel the door frame under your palm and then the sturdy wall of the hallway beyond. We're almost out. I knew it. I knew this ghost wasn't a big deal. It's only faltering now because it's exhausted. Don't underestimate the spirit, Tabitha. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and library. The real world swims closer and closer to being back in focus. Where are the others, though? The doors. Come on, Ava, you're almost there. You and Tabitha fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. Finally, we're out of the funhouse. But the spirit's remains. It would have been much better to banish the thing. It spreads from the annex to the entire building. Anyone who steps foot in there might be subjected to its torment. Not my problem, not anybody else's problem. I don't want anyone else in town to have to experience that. That was awful. We'll board the place up and say there was a gas leak. There, fixed it. I suppose I'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay. This was such a disaster. I'm so sorry to have brought you all into that house. I should have left that place to rot. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez. I wouldn't want to impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. too many options. Well, I think that one is accurate and fair. Neither was I. The thing that the ghost was upset about happened way before we were born. Why should either of us have to pay that price? Excuse me, Tabitha? You've been reaping the rewards of your family's actions your entire life. Reaping the rewards? What are you talking about? The only reward I've reaped is working myself half to death keeping this town afloat. Do you think it's easy to run a coal mine? Do you think it's easy to have grown up with Pearline as your mother? Was I supposed to make things even harder on myself by making yet another sacrifice? Yes. Easy for you to say, you weren't given a choice tonight. It's okay, Kanika, it's just a house and we don't even own it. And even if we did, that ghost was asking for quite the down payment. It's more than just a house, it's also the library and the town hall. And even bearing that, it's a dangerous space that we're just leaving there because Tabitha didn't have the guts to put other people before herself. Oh, well, then you go in. There's no quibbling over the details right now, at least for the time being. The spirit has only grown in strength. If either Boy or Tabitha went back in there, I can only imagine its demands of them would be that much steeper. There's no walking this back. Right, then we all in principle agree. It's done. Let's move on. To the contrary, I'd say the Scarlets owe a lot of people right now. This town was built on the labor of other people, and it was apparently built on murder too. I've never murdered anyone. No, but you inherited the mines and most of the land in town. Let's all take a deep breath. I think everybody's a little high-strung tonight. That was quite the ordeal you all went through. Surprising. I mean, this is true. She's not gonna like that. Keep quiet about that's one's not up for grabs, your cousin grumbles. I don't usually do this kind of thing. The properties we own are for the miners, but there is a house that's vacant right now that might be suitable. You know the old Maxwell place? What? You can't be serious. That place is falling apart. Look, I'll tell you what, I won't even make you pay rent for the first month. Consider it repayment for not literally giving up my soul to get rid of a ghost that wasn't causing any problems until the two of you lived there. It's funny, I thought it was your family that pissed off the ghost. Your cousin furiously pulls out a key ring before picking one off and handing it to Oscar. Thank you, this really means a lot to me and Rosalina. Now, if all of you don't mind, I'm going to go home. I think I've had enough social interaction for a lifetime tonight. Finish up whatever you have to do here. I'll wait by the car. Tabitha doesn't wait for you to respond, pushing past you and heading towards the car. To think that ghosts are actually real, I mean, I know we don't have any hard evidence on us, but we all vividly experience the same thing. Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Where is Stella? Kind of thought she'd be excitedly ratting off theories by now. She's standing right there. She's just standing there by herself. Isn't like her. Stella, are you okay? What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'll see you guys later. I think she took the burnt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens. And I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, I just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library now. Yeah. Wait, are you serious? That creep threatened her? Should we be worried about her? Was across the ditch lane with his bare hands. It was pretty scary. That's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hopefully she'll be okay. Did you say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble you over any details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. There's another carving in there. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? And if you and Stella are right, then there's another one in the clinic? Sorry, I'm a little lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. That's okay. Worse things have happened to people and the price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up. I know you did everything you could for us. It probably was smart not to trust that ghost anyways. You won't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help yourself to whatever you need from the store. This is a good town full of good people. We won't let this ruin Oscar. Everyone glances at each other. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until Civil showed up and snapped us out of it. No idea. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. Didn't feel any of those things. I felt... I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. What do we do about the library? We can always board it up until the ghost goes away, right? The mites were boarded up and that just made us want to go down there even more. I can't just tell them it's mega haunted, even the folks believe us. That'll just make them want to investigate for themselves. Let's take a page out of Tabitha's book. We'll say there's a gas leak that should do the trick, at least for a while. Sybil, is there a chance this goes away on its own? I'm not really an authority on these things, but I don't seem interested in fading away. Okay, that's settled then. We board it up, we say there was a gas leak, and just hope no one gets curious, I guess. It's the best we can do for now. Should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and I don't want to keep Alexa's parents up too late. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea. And I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well, you need to get some rest. Okay. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight. But let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. And can't help but overhear snippets of their conversation as they leave. My whole body hurts, Mom. What was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. It was a spirit, dear. I've never been a fan of the word ghost. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit, the tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. Time to wrap things up. Go back to the estate. The ride back is nearly silent as you and Tabitha reflect on the night's events and your decision to leave the haunting intact. Do you think you did the right thing? Second guessing yourself? Don't waste your energy. It's like Sybil said, it's done, and there's nothing we can do about it other than move on. And for the record, yeah, I think we did the right thing. Yeah, I guess so. Feels like people should be making a bigger deal about this. It's pretty terrifying to think about. That's healthy. Make sure you hold on to that fear to stop investigating weird stuff around town. Clearly, every time you do, it ends really, really poorly. Stay scared. Stay safe. You slide back into silence as the car makes its way to the estate. Hey, Baron! Good to see you. How you doing? Welcome in. You're back inside. After the events of this morning, the howling winds and unsteady creaks of the estate almost feel like a warm welcome. Well, we're back. Well, there's $5 you're never gonna see again. Thank you for the resub, V. I appreciate it. It's Prime, so it was free, not necessarily me being worth it. Got it. Yeah, no, I have an Hungarian name. My biological father is Hungarian, but I am Dutch, and they did not raise me to speak 2 languages. Sorry to disappoint. No, I know nothing. V, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. So many options again. I do want to talk about Wayne. She has to tell me something about this eventually, right? Cousin says... Who, Baron? Or... what? Just know him. Please trust me when I say he's bad news. So Wayne's a he now. Back in the ghost realm, he wasn't it. I guess so, yeah. It doesn't ring a bell at all. Does it really matter? I was scared in there, and right now I'm exhausted. I can barely think straight. Yeah, no, I just... like, nothing about this conversation makes sense to me. Why is he following me? He's a creep, stalking his ex's cousin. All the more reason to not talk to him. He's a different man now. Stay away from him. Okay. Yeah, why is he all gross? He's sick or something, probably part of why he's such a creepy weirdo now. I don't know if it's contagious, but I wouldn't rule it out, so don't go near him. He has it in him to hurt her, and I don't know if you've noticed, but Stella is irritatingly resourceful. She'll be fine. This is probably gonna piss her off, but I wanna know. He's obviously not dead, so no. Also, thanks for accusing me of murder. Love that. How did you know to call Sybil? Yeah. What else should I have called the cops? I believe you've seen their competence on full display. Besides, I'm not sure you've heard that old woman talk. If anyone in this town would have known how to deal with a ghost, I'd be her, right? Yeah, got a point. That's great. Now you're really a Scarlet. Let this be a lesson to you, Boya. Yes, I know. I know it means violets. Flower and color. Why are you so hung up on me having to know the language of my name? Like, what is it to you? She has an uncanny way of bouncing back from things. She'll be fine. What's gonna happen to the library? Stay boarded up until the real ghost hunter comes in or something? Or maybe Charlie will just get fed up and disappear? I don't know how ghosts work. And it's not our problem now anyway. The important thing is we both got out of there, and even though somebody got banged up, nobody died. I won't even charge Oscar or Rosalina much rent for the old Maxim place out of the kindness of my heart. I'm sure they'll find something soon. Okay. Let's not talk about these. She'll figure it out. Roots are really not important. Oh my god, don't start. No. Roots aren't important. Family also is just another word in the fucking dictionary. There is nothing important about that at all. I just have to make it to the funeral. I believe it's actually Wednesday right now, and the funeral was on Sunday. We only have one more episode to go. I'm not entirely sure if we make it that way. Why? None of your fucking business. So the bus also just comes on Sunday? Huh. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Guess that makes sense why I had to be here a week early. I'll do my best, I mean, yeah. No, I kind of want to leave the holler. The holler is toxic. Then let's just hope that your best is better than the past 3 days. Yep. We barely got out of there tonight. Eventually all of us, all of these risks are going to catch up to you. Stay safe. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. Yes, it is. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Sean Jr. now commands the eternity of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair, and the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. Alright. This is the end of the episode. Whenever we see like a little movie thingy, it's the end of the episode. I don't really think I'm gonna make it until Sunday. Kind of a feeling me and or a lot of people are gonna die. Episode 408. If you'd like to save before... Wait, did I say that there were 4 episodes or 5? I'm not entirely sure anymore. Okay, save. I can say... I can, like, overwrite this one. It's fine. Okay, let's return and continue. Explore, join the Discord, follow us on Blue Sky. Considering this to be an option in-game, do you think there's an achievement hang to it? Let's just do it. Let's just... We're joining. Oh, wait. Okay, and then we're also following Blue Sky. The train of thought out of nowhere. I mean, you never know. Okay, I did both those things, but I don't, I don't think it had an achievement, but, I mean, it didn't hurt to check, right? Recap? Nah. Those recap don't really tell you anything. You open your eyes, it's a new day. Last night seems so far away. You can almost pretend the horrors you witnessed in the annex were nothing but a nightmare, chased away by the harsh morning light. But you know that the furious spirit of Charles Shawn Jr. yet lingers locked behind the doors of the town hall, still tied to the earth by its hatred of you and Tabitha. An involuntarily shudder runs down your spine, but your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone in the nightstand. Hey, have you heard from Stella? I haven't been able to get a hold of her. Thought she might have at least checked in with you. You check your messages, there's nothing from Stella. Let's call. Dial Stella. Hey, what's up? Just kidding, I'm not able to come to the phone right now. This is actually a recording of my voice. It isn't really me. Technology, huh? Anyways, leave a message, or don't. I never check this thing. The mailbox is full and can't accept messages at this time. Oh. Well, then we're gonna text. Wait for a few silent minutes. Your message sits undelivered. Undelivered? Uh-oh. That means her phone is off. I haven't heard from her either. Yeah. That's not good. I know we haven't exactly gotten along, but we should meet up in town and look for her together. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. Visit the opossum. Yes. You open the drawers. The two opossums stare up at you. They both have bread now. That's nice. Wave at them. I don't know how they get in here. I don't know how they get bread. You close the drawers. This is their home now, and there's nothing you can change to do that. And then we're gonna take a shower. Might as well take a shower before starting the rest of your day. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. It feels good to wash away the grime of last night's haunting, but eventually you'll have to leave this place and confront the rest of the day. In the meantime, you think about the door in the clinic. You're still drawn to it even now. You'll be going back there today. You're sure of it. Too many things to think about. Jeez. Okay, let's head downstairs. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. Cat shower flashbacks. Did you had that many options to think about during your shower too? They're striking, this week of all weeks, as if I didn't have enough on my plate already. Your cousin is backed into a corner. The miners aren't just striking, they are putting on a stronger front than she anticipated. Yeah, maybe. And if the mine's in trouble, you should just sell it and sell the estate and get out while you can. Yeah. Conflicted. It's going to be tough, and despite what a lot of people would have you believe, I'm not relishing the opportunity to pick a fight with my man. Yeah, Keelan wanted to bake. So I'm gonna make a cheesecake tomorrow and cookies. don't think many people take pleasure in breaking strikes. Berlin would have, but that's not me. I don't know, it's complicated. Everything is so complicated. I haven't seen a list of demands, I'm sure it's just the usual. Promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. Yeah, I am. Hopefully it will be over soon. It's fine. Do you regret leaving Charlie down there? Not at all. And I don't care if Grandma Eddie killed him. The past is the past, and neither of us had anything to do with it. We can always build a new town hall. We can never get back lost years. I'm sure she's just processing what happened last night. We weren't the only ones who were traumatized. I've dwelled long enough. Stay safe. No more hijinks. But let me know if you get in trouble, okay? So she does know I'm just gonna do whatever. Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Fuel up with a quick PB&J. If Stella's MIA, who knows when you'll get the chance to eat. You make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. And that's that. From your eavesdropping in the general store yesterday, it sounds like Tabitha's keeping something out back. Now that she's gone for the day, you can investigate the garden to your heart's content. The air is chilly today, the overcast sky hanging oppressively over the wheat-choked flower bed. Sybil mentioned an enclosed space. There isn't a shed out there, but the greenhouse fits the bill. Investigate the greenhouse. You start carefully picking your way through the underbrush. It doesn't take much effort to find a path. Cutting of prickly raspberry bushes and tangled vines litter the ground around the greenhouse. You step forward towards the door. It's sealed shut by a lock, and you catch a brief glimpse of a horned shadow through the ancient clouded glass. What about you, Ross? Do you have plans for tomorrow? Let's go. What a strange thing to keep in a greenhouse, especially one so isolated and overgrown. Examine the look. It's just a padlock. You can just pick something like this open in a second. Okay. When are people going to learn that a mere lock can't keep you contained? You pop it open with ease. A warm barnyard smell floods your senses as you stare down at the goat. It stares back up you from its place in the tiled floor surrounded by dried herbs. The smell is familiar. It's the same scent that wafts out of the burlap sack of tea Tabitha picked up from Sybil the previous morning. Okay. You unclip the rope trying to go to... Wait. Tying the goat to the greenhouse, it stares up blankly at you in response. You're free. The goat stares at you. It's not going anywhere. Oh. You do your best to force the goat out of the greenhouse, even this enclosed space. You fail to catch it. Oh. Doesn't want to leave. Alright. Hey, Toldum, good to see you. How you doing? Welcome in. It doesn't want to leave, and it's far from agile than you. This is a losing proposition. The door's already open. You think for a moment about whether you should keep it that way. No, I mean, it doesn't want to leave. Just close the door. Close the door behind you and reapply the lock. Your cousin will be none the wiser about your little excursion. Well, she would, because you untied. You didn't put the rope back on. So, yeah. You've investigated the garden with Stella missing. It's best not to keep Kanika waiting for much longer. Head to town. Head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. The sun shines down through a thin layer of clouds, illuminating the path in a watery grey light. Glimpses of pale figures dot your preparatory. You haven't seen ditchlings in the middle of the day before. They're getting bolder. Yep. Right there and right here too. And here. As you continue the trek to town, you pause to stare out of the mountain range beyond the holler, contemplating a world that's blissfully unaware of the danger threatening the citizens of this tiny town. I will not be doing them. I'm 25 weeks, but you can put them in. They are in a list for whenever after birth I'm gonna do a fitness stream. Yay. So you can put them in right now or wait for the stream to happen. But I'm not doing them right now. You can get them in queue or not. I've had to do this once before. That's when I had my eye surgery. I wasn't allowed to work out either. So I had to save up all of the workouts as well, and then we had to do a fitness stream, which is gonna be the same thing as now. Yeah, exactly. I don't wanna go to the gym, so I'm having a baby. So many excuses. The world outside feels less real with each passing day as the strange reality of what's happening in Scarlet Hollow gently uproots what you'd always taken to be the truth of our world. Your everyday worries seem distant, overshadowed by a fear and dread that hasn't stopped building up since the moment you stepped off that bus. It isn't long until your journey from the estate is over and you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Hey, you made it. I still haven't heard from Stella, and I've already been a bunch of those ditchling things scurrying around in broad daylight. I know my mom said they're harmless, but we should start looking for her. I haven't had a chance to talk to anyone else yet, so nope, none so far. She ran north last night, but that doesn't mean she didn't double back. I'm trying not to worry too much. It's possible she's safe somewhere, just not answering her phone. But I also don't want to bet on that. I care more about finding Stella than I do about the ongoing feud between me and your cousin. And I'm not going there alone, because the last thing I want to do is go missing while looking for someone who went missing. We do everything in groups from now on. It's smart. That's a great question. My concept of how the world works is being shattered a little more each day, so that's cool. Every day I feel more and more like I need to get out of this town before it swallows me whole, but I also keep feeling like there are too many reasons to stay. Like right now, I can't leave until I know Stella's okay. With her folks gone, the only people she has are her friends. And as her bestie, I can just let her go running off into the woods to get eaten by a Bigfoot. And my mom is just so chill right now, it's driving me nuts. Anyway, that's how I'm doing. Probably about as poorly as everyone else who was at the library last night. Maybe, except maybe Stella. I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today that she couldn't have told all of us last night. Maybe she's going to read your fortune. I should probably stop making fun of her whole new age mystic vibe. A lot's happened in the past couple of days. Still, there's be plenty of time for tea after we've looked for Stella. Yeah. Mom and Miles can deal for another day while we go looking for Stella. This is important. Not that the store isn't, but if something happened to her and I was spending my time minding the register, I don't think I could live with that. Yeah. Yeah, ghosts. I don't know about you, but I'm currently starving off a massive existential crisis about the state of matter and what being alive means. Could be a lot of things. She could have hit her breaking point stress-wise. She could have been horrified by meeting a ghost for the first time. She could be struggling with what that ghost did. But at the end of the day, I have no idea. We'll just have to find her and see if she wants to stop running from it and finally just talk things out. Yeah. Maybe she needs space, but things have been getting dangerous around here. I'd rather not take that coin flip. I've no idea. I don't think anyone should even try to go get a look, especially not you. Who knows what might happen if the thing so much as catches a whiff of scarlet blood. Guess we should get started. Okay, let's go to Stella's house. Cops are not gonna do shit, so going there is not an idea. Alright, let's go to Stella. Definitely. Probably should have done that before getting you to come all the way down here, but to be honest, I was scared of wandering off by myself, just in case I ran into any other horrors from beyond the veil. It'd be great if this turns out to be nothing and she's just asleep in bed. You make your way towards Stella's house. The door is as pristine as any old wooden floor.
Stretch!
Stretch? I think this is as much stretching as I can do without, like, hurting me. But yes, thank you. Stretching would make me jump. I mean, I'd really rather not jump. Jumping sounds painful right now. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Wayne is absent. If something happened here, it didn't involve him. At least not at the front door. Kanika knocks anxiously on the door. It creaks open. The house is quiet. The world outside muffled as you take a cautious step over the threshold into the muddled air of the living room. No excitable pug rushes to greet you at the door, and you have a feeling that no Stella is going to emerge from the shadows to sleepily greet you. This doesn't look like a break-in, it looks like somebody left the door open. Stella or someone else was in a hurry when they left. Unlocked? Yes. Hanging open? No way. This isn't normal. We should go in, right? Yeah. I guess my entrance was too long. Hey, anime. How so? Did you have like a complete thing written out and Twitch was like, no? Aside from a corner of the room dedicated to Gretchen Stella's house, almost feels like a museum. Everything's organized with a sort of tidiness you wouldn't expect from someone as rough and tumble as Stella, and only a handful of objects feel like they belong to her. Whatever happened to Stella doesn't look like it happened here. Okay, nothing unusual so far. This is a perfectly normal living room. No blood or viscera. Not even a tipped over lamp. That's good. I'm sorry Twitch didn't let you greet me in the way you wanted to greet me. Okay, investigate the kitchen. Stella's kitchen is slightly messy. A couple cabinets are hanging open and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. The crust of the bread has gone somewhat stale, about as much as you expect after being left out overnight. Whoever left it there left many hours ago. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Do you want to give me like a little summary of that used message that you wanted to write down? Came home, grabbed some food and left in a hurry. Maybe she had a panic attack after being possessed and stopped by at home to make a snack before running off to cry somewhere. That might not sound rational, but that is absolutely in character for her. Oh, was it like too many capitals? I didn't know Twitch didn't like that. It's a relief to think that might be all that happened. A panic attack is much more manageable than rooting ghouls or parasitic doughboys. But that still doesn't tell us where she was going. Alright, investigate her room. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Though it's a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in the bedroom. They aren't any sign of violence. Screaming at a pregnant eyebrow? Insta-ban. Yeah. It's not something we do down here. No streaks of blood and pus that might belong to a certain phantom miner. He wasn't here. Aibo is the only person that gets to scream at people. Not the other way around. You do notice though that her jacket is nowhere in sight. It isn't in her closet and it wasn't on the coat rack in the other room. The Leatherman one, it wasn't on the rack in the other room. It's not in here and she didn't have it yesterday. I am sold. Between this and the kitchen she must have come home last night. I mean, her computer seems to be on. Like, it's red light there. You go to check Stella's computer. I'm not sure we should be snooping on her computer. Isn't that an invasion of privacy? If what there is a clue and we miss it, what if we don't find Stella and it's all because we didn't snoop her computer? Yeah. Okay, fine, but I'm going to stand over your shoulder the whole time and make sure you don't go looking for anything personal. kinda annoying. Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There are simply too many files and folders to fit on her monitor. They overlap each other in a chaotic multi-layer display. Thank you for making me and everybody else drink. I appreciate it. Saw you booted up Red Dead Redemption 2. Have fun. Yeah, check her open tabs. It would take you all day to count the number of open tabs in Stella's browser. So numerous are her tabs that you can't see a single icon. Oh god. A sea of rounded, featureless triangles from Windows edges to window edges. Her most recently open tab is post on Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Forum, a forum of cryptozoology enthusiasts. Just roaming around a little and taking it all in. It's stunning. Nice. The post in question is titled "Something Big is Happening in Scarlet Hollow." Hey everyone! Was out chasing a skunk ape sighting the other day and I found these weird little guys. My friend's mom says they are something called ditchlings, but I've never heard of them before. Anyone have any good leads? Camera isn't shaky enough. This is totally staged. Clean footage and some sort of cryptid nobody has ever has heard of except for your friend's mom. The only thing I'm seeing when I Google ditchlings is some city in England. Thought you were legit. Guys, since when did high quality footage count as anything other than actual evidence? Those things are terrifying. Since every low budget horror movie started doing guerrilla marketing, I smell an ARG. Hey Roki, good to see ya. How you doing? Welcome in. No, you're the best. You're the best. I'm serious, I've got a ton of extra footage. Look at what they've been doing to the animals in town. They're apparently some sort of bad omen, like Mothman. Okay, I'm listening. I love me a Mothman. I believe you. Ugh, lucky you're falling right into her lap. I don't trust YouTubers. They're entertainers, not scientists. The threat continues into the next day. Hey, okay, so 1, this isn't an ARG. I would never. And 2, you're not going to believe this, but we went into an abandoned mine last night to investigate things, and I'm pretty sure we found some Tommy knockers. Listen to this knocking we managed to catch on tape. There's a link to an audio file titled Tommy Knockers Real. Just because you put the word real in your file name doesn't mean they're real. 2 supernatural events on back-to-back nights. This is so fake. I can't believe I bought into the River Runner hype. You're so full of it. You're mean. YouTubers are always going to sell out to big indie horror. This is kidnapped by aliens all over again. Also, lol, doughy white things and now loud pooping noises. This is definitely an ARG that you sell out to Pillsbury. Stop cyberbullying her, or I'm going to call the mods. Blocking this thread and giving everyone a 7-day ban. No cyberbullying and no self-promo. The thread ends. Ouch. Check Stella's history. She hasn't visited any websites since Tuesday night. She came home after last night's incident. She didn't touch her browser. Her search history is almost entirely work-related. A furious series of queries for various moments and cryptids that might fit the profile of ditchlings. That's that. You scan through folders and files, names on Stella's desktop, looking for something, anything. That seems like it might be interesting. One folder catches your eye. Boring text stuff. You're no fool. You've seen this folder before. You have this folder on your own computer. Boring text stuff never contains boring text stuff. For that matter, it never contains anything related to taxes, and its contents are never boring. You open the folder, you're surprised to find it contains a carefully mapped out diagram of Scarlet Hollow mines, including holes in fences and areas with low visibility. There's also a handful of old photos of Stella and Tabitha together as teenagers. Tabitha wears an uncharacteristic grin, an authentic joyful smile, and Stella's eyes are somehow brighter and less tired. Both of them seem to be living in a happier time. Okay. I think we've seen enough. Um... I don't think so either. This is what her room's been like for pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's changed is the computer getting a lot fancier. She still does those cork boards with string things. She loves putting the strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyway. Hey Ultra, good evening. How you doing? I am fine, thank you. How are you? So she probably came home last night, but she left the door open and didn't tell anyone where she was going. Thought I was overreacting this morning. I thought she would have just been sleeping in or something. I can't believe she's actually missing. We're going to the cops. I know they probably won't actually do anything, but we should see if we can get them to start looking for her before we go anywhere else. Sure, we can go to the cops. I don't think they're gonna do anything, but... The police station is exactly what you would expect from a town the size of Scarlet Hollow. It smells strongly of coffee and faintly of aged furniture and paper, and the general tidiness speaks of a department that doesn't get much of anything done. But you're also not alone here. You enter and find a worried Bo standing between you and the officer behind the desk. You got the flu? Oh no, I'm so sorry. That's never fun. I hope you feel better soon. I hope it's not that bad. Big Betty wasn't just a pumpkin, Deputy Franklin, sir. She was gonna be a prize winner. Raising her was the last thing me and my daddy did together. She's important to our family. The Scarlet Hollow police are spread pretty thin at the moment, young man. Any property disputes will have to wait, if indeed there is a dispute to be had. Are you sure it wasn't some animal that took your vegetable? Sir, you know Mr. Tremaine thinks that land belongs to him. He probably thought Big Betty was his to take. He ain't coming to his door, so for all I know he might be all the way to the state fair by now with our pumpkin. Ain't there something you can do about it? Did you manage to find your dad? Bo's stoic expression breaks, and for a moment you can almost see tears forming in his eyes, but he blinks them away. No, I ain't found him. Had to stop looking so I could stay home and guard the farm. There are more of those things every minute, seems like. Do you think they'll go back where they came from soon? Personally, doing everything I can to send them packing. Sleeping is good. Sleeping is like the best thing that you can do to try and get rid of the sickness. You have to rest. And then when you are awake, you have to hydrate as much as possible. So, drink. can't help but feel like it's all just leading up to some awful thing worse than what's already happened. I hope it's just a feeling. My mom did say the ditchlings are supposed to be more a horrible omen, but that doesn't mean it's true. For all we know, the weird stuff is behind us and those creepy little things will crawl back to wherever they came from and Scarlet Hollow will be back to normal. But I guess it doesn't hurt to plan for the worst. Just want to remind you all that you are speaking in front of a member of law enforcement and any and all suspicious statements are being catalogued. Seriously? Do you really not have anything better to do than to try to pin a disaster on innocent people who are trying to stop them? I'm not at liberty to discuss whether I have anything better to do. It's actually been good. I managed to walk around town and and not getting too much pain, so that was good. I did get extremely tired, so I still took a nap, but other than that. My leg hurts a little, or my hip, but maybe that's just because I've been laying on it. I'm not entirely sure. But other than that, no, good so far. What happened to you? I've been infested with a parasite. Of 25 weeks. If you catch my drift. Thank you. Was an accident. How you doing, Maddie? Good to see you. Welcome in. Haven't you heard? There's a nasty strike going on in the mines. Miss Scarlet asked us to try and bring the temperature down a bit. And I heard a short straw for being stuck in desk duty. Happened to her twice already? No. Once before. This is the second time. It happened to me 2 times total. I don't know if what you said was right, but to me it felt like it happened twice before this time, so this would be the 3rd time. That's how I read it. Yeah, but I don't know. That way the sentence in my head didn't really work. Just to make sure that we're clear, it's the 2nd time and not the 3rd. Don't fight my grammar. It's not necessarily grammar, it's choice of words. I'm sorry. Is there something I can help you with, or did you just come into the station to chit-chat? Nope. Got a missing person. There you go. You speak with complete authority in your voice. Frankly, sunglasses are impenetrable, but you can imagine the eyes behind them mediatically scanning you like a machine. Guys, see what I'm dealing with? Poor moth. I'm always laughing in here. I'm glad to hear that. Laughing is also the best medicine, so you're here for me to cure you, right? Missing person. Apologies, Mr. Calloway, but I'm going to have to handle this first. Deputy Franklin makes his way back to his desk, pulling out a few forms before returning to the front. If one of you could fill this out, please. I can take care of that. Thanks so much for taking this seriously, Mike. I know Stella has a tendency to go on hiking trips, but this feels different. She can't be in her right mind going back out into them woods after what happened to my daddy. I'll be praying for her, and I'll make sure Mama does too. Yeah, thanks for taking this seriously. take everything seriously. Now, is there anything else I can help you with? Are you part of a cult? Let's not do that. No? There was a lot going on, but there was also, I think, a little unnecessary. But I do wonder what, like, the history of my family is and why all the things are happening that are currently happening. It is a visual novel, yeah, you're right. And pooped on all three? That happens. I just really like the art style though, and I like the mystery. But you're right. I think some parts could have been left out. No, I didn't say you were hating. At least you filed a report still. I guess finding still is going to be mostly up to us. It's also... You have ditchlings, which are like a myth. Then you have an actual accident. Then you have ghosts. You have all of these weird... Well, maybe the accident is not necessarily weird, but... You have all of these... very different standalone occurrences, and they feel very distant from each other. Like, what is their connection? Why are these three things happening? It's like a little far-fetched. It could also just be because you haven't seen the beginning of it. Unless you watch the VOD, but I don't know. She should finally everything, but with that Oscar and Rosalina been through this week, just couldn't believe she'd even suggest something like that. What, she gave them a place to stay? I don't know what the problem is. You don't get far before the sound of growling and desperate hisses grab your attention. Oh. You turn to see a ditchling approach a cornered pixel in an alley. He must have slipped out of the library with everyone else last night. The ditchling, distracted from its hunt by your arrival, cranes its neck to face you. Its eyes settling on you with alien indifferences. In the distance you hear the furious patter of many feet approaching. You won't be alone for long. What do we do? We grab Pixel. Oh, dogs. Before you can react, a small pack of dogs run round the corner. Ooh. Before you can react... Wait, they pounce on the creature, pulling it from the wall, and then taking turns biting and tearing it at until it's ripped to shreds. I mean, good job. It's not worth it? Really? Oh, I had so high hopes for that one. That's too bad. What are Daisy and Scraps doing here? They are leading some sort of ditchling hunting dog gang? Pixel timidly steps towards you. Pixel, you get out of the library. Oh, you poor cat. Come here. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are they all looking at me like that? Yeah, you can say. I mean, I don't mind. I don't know about anyone else, but I don't mind. Pixel cautiously walks towards your group before clambering into your arms. He has a comfortable heft to him. I see how it is. Everyone likes you, boy, even the cats. Are you jealous? The fuck is your problem? You're such a hater. Ugh. Thanks, guys. Packs of dogs scrambles off their work done. What the hell is going on in this town? Pixel and Toe, you and your companions continue on to the old Maxwell place. So they find this monkey with the drums, and every time you wind it up, it kills a random person, yet never the person that winds it up. Like, does it kill someone you know, or does it at least like kill someone around the world? Like that question, like if you would you want like X amount of money if you press this button, but then random people die, like you don't know who they are, so they could be people you know. In the house. Oh, okay. Later on, a person in the same city, random. Yeah, so it's kind of like that question, like your morality question. Would you kill people you don't know, or I'm not entirely sure. I can't fully remember how it goes, but something like that. The monkey can teleport. Oh. The old Maxwell place. It was clearly once a mid-century modern home and undoubtedly quite stylish for the time, but it's been abandoned for unknown decades, and moss and vines choke its exterior, barely concealing cracked walls and dust-clouded glass. They pulled the monkey apart and it remade itself in a way. That's usually how it goes with haunted items. Very far-fetched and overly brutal. I don't mind overly brutal, though. Before you can approach the door opens and Oscar's head pokes out from the entryway. Hello? Sorry if I startled y'all. The walls here are worn down enough I could hear you coming from a block away. Good morning, Oscar. Thank goodness you found Pixel. Rosalina's been beside herself. Oscar's voice is tired. He's had a long night, and it shows. His graying face seemingly having aged in the hours since you last saw him. Please, come on in. Pixel! Rosalina rushes forward, taking Pixel gently from your arms. Hey, Rosalina. Hey, Alexis. Look who we found on the way up here. I was so worried. I thought the ghost might have done something to him. They go to a wok restaurant and the guy flips the food, but it was such a sharp flip and close by that he fully decapitated the girl's head. Just your average dinner. Alexis is helping us put her room together. We don't plan on staying here long, but the girls seem to be having fun with it. Thank goodness. Even after all they've been through. Yeah, it's kind of cool. There's like this weird intercom thing and a jacuzzi. Maybe you guys could fix up the place. It doesn't seem that rundown. It is a lot cooler than I thought it would be. And I've already met a ghost, so if it turns out to be haunted, that's no big deal. One in a million accident happens where she boomerang turn rips her neck. In the kitchen? Who throws a boomerang in the kitchen? She hasn't gotten in touch with any of you? No. The turn of her neck. Oh. Okay. She did it a little too fast. That's not good. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. I feel terrible. Should have done a better job warning her. I mean, they can be quite heavy. Could hurt. You hear that more often though, like with people getting crushed. Makes sense. Final Fantasy? Or do you mean Final Destination? Yeah. I am curious about Final Destination though, about the new film. Bloodline? Kinda curious what story they're gonna put on it. Are they gonna try and figure out if all those people have something to do with each other? There's no way you could have known how she would react when she found out. Now I'm really starting to worry. It sounds like no one in town has seen her. Sure, she'll be okay, but you should probably get back to looking for her soon. I don't know, the past 2 days have been really weird, but I figure if I've survived all that, it can only get better from now on, right? And we went through it together, I think that helps. It helped me, at least. Oh, you two are stronger than me. My nerves are so frayed, I feel like I'm one more traumatic event away from a heart attack. Same. One event after another. So building you're a person, you matter more than a pile of stones. I do kind of wish we could go back for our stuff. Borrow some of your clothes? You're still wearing the same thing. Not as you need. I have plenty of shirts. You can do laundry at our house too. Of course, there are some family heirlooms that I'd rather not lose. Portraits of my parents, my father's mining jacket. Father's mining jacket. Monkey says no. That it stole the library for me too. That one really stings. But what are you going to do? That's a good question. I was all night wondering the same thing. If things stay the way they are right now, it's essentially like the library burned down. The books are inaccessible, the building is unsalvageable. In that scenario, the county would have to put up the money to build a new archive, or we'd have to move someplace where I can work in an existing library, and Scarlet Hollow would lose a valuable public service. There are no dads in this town, just moms. Okay. I'm going to do everything I can to keep us here. Okay. That's a weird detail. Huh. Are you joking? I can smell the wood rot from down the street. It's alright. It's a roof over our heads and we won't have to stay here for long. I'm going to get the library back and our house with it. No problem, Ultra. Thank you for popping in. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Such high hopes. Yeah, I had high hopes for that one too. So bravado at this point, not even Oscar believes what he just said. I've been thinking, as far as I'm aware, there was nothing paranormal going on in Scarlet Hollow before you very recently. Now here we are, suddenly surrounded by weird little goblin creatures in the woods, while entire buildings are taken over by supernatural creatures. Oh yeah? Which one? You think that was an inciting event, right? I do. That's my thought too. It was never like this in the Hollow before. Something must have happened that kicked off all this magic stuff. Whatever the cause of this is, there must be some way to put this genie back in the bottle. I'm going to do my best to find out if there ever have been any similar events and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hollow that might explain what's going on. Everything happened when I came to town though. The town archives are unfortunately in the library. I told you putting everything online was important. No one uses paper anymore, that. You were right. It'll be my first project if you get the library back. I've learned my lesson. Until then, I'll just have to make do with what I can find online. We'll fill you in on what little we know, so you at least have some place to start. Until Dawn? Oh yeah. Yeah. I wonder how similar to the games it's gonna be. We've been finding these weird stone seals. There was one in the mines and another in your basement. There might be more. There are those carvings you mentioned last night, right? Yeah. To think there was something like that under my house all this time, and to think someone must have put it there, but who? This gives me quite a few threads to follow. Thank you. Yeah, I heard about them making that movie. I wasn't sure when that was coming out. Is it also actually 28 years later from because you have, what is it, 28 days, right? First, and then months. Now 28 years. Yeah, I think there's something in the clinic. Almost forgotten after everything that happened yesterday. You said there was something there that reminded you of the mines, right? I'll dig up what I can on the clinic. There's a lot of history there. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something haunting that place as well. Yeah, I believe that there are 3 movies. He's been sick for years, hasn't he? If there's something supernatural causing his illness, it puts a bit of a wrench in our recency theory. It does, but maybe there's more to it than that. Maybe things being clustered too tightly together is just a coincidence. Maybe Scarlet Hollow's been weird for a long time and we're all just starting to notice. It took me back-to-back encounters with the paranormal on consecutive nights to even consider that we might be dealing with something supernatural. Yeah, and it's not even Henry Cavill that's playing it. Who knows if that would fly with Dr. Kelly though. After last night, I'm pretty sure she's not going to let us anywhere near her house. If we're going to investigate the clinic, I think we're going to have to break in. No, absolutely not. That's what Stella would do. And she's been 3 for 3 this week when it comes to finding spooky stuff. She's also been 3 for 3 when it comes to finding her way into mortal peril. This is why we have to find her as soon as possible. I shouldn't fall on me to suggest we do something dangerous. I'm terrible at selling it. It's not that I don't think we should figure out what's going on in here. We just need to be cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it's to help a friend. I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two to do some research before you do anything rash, okay? Oh, so this is how we get to Sunday. Yeah. I do. Thanks for the lead. Let us know what you find. I will. We're going to get the library back. We're going to figure out how to fix what's ever wrong with this town. So that's Oscar. Any other ideas? I don't really care about these things, but... check out the diner. Folks tend to congregate there. Maybe we'll run into someone who's seen Stella. Oh, here are all the miners. The diner is busier than you've ever seen it. The small booths packed with miners. Hey, hope you weren't planning on spending any quality time in the diner today. It looks like we'll be hosting a meeting for the foreseeable future. What's going on? There's a strike up at the mines. They've made the diner their base of operations. Good for them. It's about time something like that happened. This is great for business. These fellas can have as much free coffee as they can drink if they keep piling in like this. How is giving free coffee good for business? Don't really think you know how business works. The miners didn't even notice you entered the diner, and instead of speaking in hushed voices, argue with each other loudly enough for you to easily overhear. I guess the shift schedules are pretty brutal, and I'd like more vacation days. I'd love to be able to see my family around the holidays, and better health benefits would be amazing. But what if she decides to fire all of us? And a new Karate Kid? I haven't even seen any of the other ones. You're only a year or so into the work, and trust me, the longer it goes on, the more it sucks the life out of you. At first you're just unhappy, but you figure you can weather it till you find something better. A paycheck's a paycheck. Next thing you know, you've lost years of your life to a company that doesn't give a solitary shit about you. Uses up every free second it can suck out of its workers, and pays us just enough to survive, but not so much that we can ever save enough to get the hell out. I don't know, just never really gotten around to watch them, I guess. But we could get fired for this. I really need a paycheck. I can't get fired. And the company housing, that makes a big difference for me. Right, the company housing. How generous of Tavada to put you up in a company-owned shack that ain't had maintenance done in decades. Taking a big chunk right out of your paycheck that sure as shit ain't going towards property tax and upkeep alone. Company housing, that means almost nobody in this whole damn town owns the place they live. We have numbers on our side, Harrison. After what happened up there the other night, damn near everyone is joining the picket line. She can't afford to lose us all. We have the power here, as long as we're united. And if anyone of you seen Stella, she's missing. The miners turn her towards the doorway, all eyes glaring at you in unison. The YouTuber? No, we ain't seen her. As you can see, we've got a lot going on today. We appreciate it if you didn't butt in. Yeah, don't be in a fucking public space then, asshole. Harrison's voice drops to a barely audible mumble. Hope she's okay. She hasn't been around, but I'll let you know if I hear anything. No, I don't wanna... Don't have to be here anymore. You turn and leave the diner, Kanika trailing close behind you. Still no sign of Stella. Okay. We're going to the mines. Guess there's decent chance Stella went to find your cousin, since they're friends. Come on, I'll drive. You follow Kanika to her van. It isn't long before you find yourself outside of the Scarlet Mines. A wall of bodies, picked signs and megaphones in hand, forms a human barricade around the entrance to the Scarlet Mines. I hope it's not weird to talk to them while they're in the middle of all this. Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin. Ill and well met, fellow countrymen. What goes on here? Yeah. Have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. The YouTuber? She's the one on all the bands from Property Process, right? We haven't seen her, and we've been out here all day, so we'd know if she'd come by. We'll make sure to keep an eye out. Can't say we'll be much help, though. We'll just be standing around here for a foreseeable future. Hey, at least these people were decent. We know about the cops being there because Tabitha wants that. So, just talk to Tabitha. So you're saying you want to cross the picket line? Oh, I don't have to literally cross the picket line to get inside. They're always that hole Rosalina used to sneak in the other day. I'm gonna possibly cause by going in there. I have my cousin's phone number. I'm staying at her house, and last I checked, she knows you're all striking. We can go sneak in. I guess that'll work, but I don't think it's a good idea for me to follow you in there. I'll just wait outside by the van. You make your way to a hole in the fence and sneak into the mine. It's quiet today, empty beyond the ruckus at the front gate. The trailer that serves as Tabitha's office looms above you on the hill. You walk up to Tabitha's trailer and knock on the door. You wait for a moment, no response. Knock again. Oh, for the love of... Door swings open. Oh, it's you. Should I go? Yeah, and try not to get yourself noticed. Try not to get so self-noticed. It sounds like Tabitha's found a rat. Rodriguez, the rat I see. You didn't have to say that. I saw nothing or heard nothing. Yeah. It's important. I can make some time. Should I? I already said you can leave, Rodriguez. We'll talk more later. The door clicks closed as Rodriguez leaves Tabitha's office. Tabitha heaves a heavy sigh. Please, just forget you saw anything, okay? I can handle this on my own. Yeah, the strike ain't my business. I know I haven't given you many reasons to be kind to me, so I really appreciate you choosing to be that way, even if I'm not very easy to get along with. I'm sure you didn't come all the way down here to talk about the strike. Why are you here? Don't get me wrong, it's nice to see a friendly face, but you shouldn't be up here. This is my battle to fight. Yeah. Tabitha groans with anxiety. You don't think... Wayne? That's what I'm worried about. Wayne's my friend? Wayne's really not my friend. Let's see if I can figure something out. Yeah, going to keep looking for Stella. I don't want to sit around worrying about her all day. Tabitha's phone buzzes. I better get back to work. Stay safe out there. Call me if you run into more trouble, but please don't go looking for any today, okay? I don't need you going missing too. Leave the office, closing the door behind you. You find Kanika waiting for you outside. You don't look like you've found any new leads. It feels like we've done our due diligence here. Come on, I'll drive us back to the town and we can figure out our next move from there. where to next? Go to church. Let's go all the options then. The church? What, do you think Stella decided to get religious all of a sudden? She seemed really shaken up. It's not unlikely. Tell him ghosts are real or rub it in the face. No. You're right. Strangest things happened. Let's make it quick though. I don't want him trying to rope me into some church event. Kanika leads the way, taking you up the gradual slope towards the church. Alright, where is that weirdo? My, 3 visitors at once on a Thursday? This is unprecedented. 3 at once. It's just Kanika and me, so who's the 3rd? We're followed by a ditchling. We're followed by Wayne. Oh. Sup, old people? Oh, it's just saying. What are you doing here? All the glimpse of death I've had in the past 2 days have forced me into the midst of an existential crisis, my dudes. I wanted to see if faith held any answers for me. Allah, I have not yet found the solace I seek. Give it time, Zane. Sometimes takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart, but when he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over those pamphlets I gave you, and of course, I'm always here if you need to talk. Sure thing, Pastor D. Peace, y'all. We're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night and no one has seen her since. We're starting to get pretty worried. We hoped maybe you or Janie had seen her. Can't speak for Janie, but I'm afraid I've neither hide nor hear of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, she's just over by the alpacas. Doy boy, I was hoping we might be able to talk in private. Okay. Sure, what's up? Guess I'll leave you to it while I check in with Janie. Kanika heads off towards Janie and the alpacas, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor. I'm so glad you decided to come up to visit me. So many young people these days seem to think they can solve all their problems on their own. Meanwhile, God is right there, ready to help them. If only they'd let him into their hearts. It's not how it works. Pastor's eyes dart back towards the alpacas. Okay, good, she's gone. You're new in town. What kind of impression did I make on you? Am I creepy? You care so much about what people think of you. For people to like you have to not care about whether they like you. It's a harsh truth. You're slinging at me. I wasn't always like this, you know, believe it or not. Maybe I moved to Scarlet Hollow. I used to be pretty popular. I was one of the cool kids over at Harvard's Divinity School. Oh, he's interrupted by the sound of snapping twig and a high-pitched giggle, partly muffled by the underbrush of the edge of the property. Tulip! Come out of there. You know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Tulip glances back to the woods quiet as she hesitates. Tulip, are you going to be good, or are we going to skip story time tonight? I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go into the woods, I promise. No, you won't, Tulip, because you know it's too dangerous for little girls in there. Why don't you go help Mama with the alpacas? It's just about time they get fat. You can give them hay. Tulip smiles broadly, seemingly excited by the prospect, and hurries off. Sorry, I had to have a firm parenting moment just then. She's been trying to run off into those woods a lot lately, and it's really dangerous even for adults. There's this massive trash dump not too far past these trees, but it must be at least 50 years old, so it's all grown over and looks like it's part of the landscape. Oh yeah, Stella told us about that. But if you accidentally walk on it, you might find yourself falling into a hip-deep mound of rusty cans and broken glass. Tulip made up some imaginary friend that keeps telling us that they want her to go out there. Like the word of some fictional creatures she made up is going to convince us it is a good idea for her to play in somebody's old garbage. But she's 7. Of course she would get some funny little idea like that. I'd love to get the community to rally around a big cleanup. It's about time somebody got rid of all that junk. No. Tetanus Lake, that's an accurate name. I wonder if Tulip would stay away if I started calling it that. Or if it would only make it sound more alluring. I want to know more about the imaginary friend. She's been talking about these friends of hers lately, little stories about creatures that live in the church. I'm sure she saw some animal in there and decided it was a friend. There's nothing to be overly concerned about except the trash heap situation. This man is lying to you. In fact, he's been lying since the moment he mentioned these imaginary friends. Whatever his daughter has been talking to is real, he knows it. Yeah. I go, wait just for a second. I don't. He does. He obviously does. He hunches his shoulder, his voice suddenly quiet. There are rats in the church. There, I said it. It's embarrassing. But she saw one at some point and she can hear them scurrying around in the walls and she's decided they are her little friends. Please keep these between us. Don't tell Janie. I don't want her knowing the church is in such rough shape. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Kanika walking back to the two of you. She must have finished talking to Janie. Janie says she hasn't seen Stella either, so we better get going. Hope your talk with the pastor went well. Yes, we had a great conversation. I appreciate you all stopping by, even if it wasn't under the best circumstances. I'll let y'all be on your way. And I hope Stella turns up soon. I'll put in some good prayers with the big man for her. Alright. Thanks. Kanika starts back down the path to town and follow you. Okay, now that we've put some distance between us and the church, what did he want to talk to you about? Did he see anything weird? Yeah. Imaginary friends. Pastor Daniel says that there is a rat infestation in the church and that the rats are her friends. I don't know, it seems weird. Okay, as much I hate going back there, I guess that's a loose lead. If we don't have anything else to investigate once we found Stella, and Kanika pauses. Once we've checked out the clinic, then maybe we can look around the church. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where to next? As you consider your next step, you remembered your appointment with Sybil. She seemed to be confident last night that Stella would be okay. Maybe she'll be able to help you find her? She's the only person who believed you and Stella from the beginning. She could prove to be a valuable asset. Nobody ever seems to say anything to undermine her, except for her daughter, and daughters always clash with their mothers. This town trusts her. Should talk to your mom. I'm supposed to have tea with her today. Sure, we can humor her. She's probably going to give you some rocks or bundles of herbs for protection or something. Which might actually work, who knows? Guess there's only one way to find out. Alright. I'm gonna save it here. And I really thought we could finish it today, but the episode seems to be longer than I initially thought they would be. So I'm gonna have to finish it up on another day. And maybe then also do some of the achievement hunting after, trying to get other answers and stuff. You're welcome. No problem. Let's see whose life. You're welcome, Robin. Thank you for hanging out. Look thirsty? Yes. Thank you for making me drink. You're welcome, V. Thank you for hanging out. This is a rare occurrence, but nobody of my list is live, and nobody that I follow is live. Guess we're not gonna rate. Yeah. That really doesn't happen that often. I can't even remember the last time when it happened, so. Right. For everyone that is in chat but not yet in Discord, feel free to join so you don't miss out on any of the fun, meaning every Wednesday's movie night. And the Pin the Baby that you can still sign up for, that V just did. Awesome. My special thanks of the day go to Goose for the resub, All Pro Fit for the follow, V for the resub, and for the bits. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Anything else? Yeah, I should be back streaming again on Monday. I don't know what I will be in the mood for, but we'll figure that out. So hopefully I will see you all then. If not, then I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend, and I hope you have an amazing start of your week. And yeah, I'm sure we're gonna talk, so bye.
Bling. 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 Hot down, beaten down, falling so hard, I'm going down. Cool games, making me sweat, trying so hard, no I haven't won yet. I can't paint, I can't game, only thing to do is just to stay the same. I can't sing, I don't care. Yes, I'm amazing, but please don't you faint. Hello Kitty sitting on the bed, Noodle sleeping tight or barking away. I've got booze under my desk, all I have to do is just drink when I lose. Can't paint, I can't game, only thing to do is just to stay the same. I can't sing, I don't care. Yes, I'm amazing, don't you faint? See, I'm already going forward again. Yes, I'll always take a stand. The stream goes on, the level goes down. But baby, don't you worry because I don't frown. I laugh so hard, it makes me snore. I never thought this stupid joke would crack me up. I can't paint, I can't game, only thing to do is just to stay the same. I can't sing, I don't care. Yes, I'm amazing, don't you faint? All those little jokes all the time, nothing truly bad, no, it's alright. Having a blast with some friends. No, I can't paint, I can't game, only thing to do is just to stay the same. No, I can't sing, I don't care. Yes, I'm amazing, but please don't you faint. No, I can't paint. No, I can't game.
It's so much fun.